first question from Rick.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Obviously, no Jaden Daniels, but on a trip like this, is it more about you guys rather than those guys? I mean, obviously, it has to be about
We
them
know
as
what
well.
you guys know. We've read what you've read. We'll see what happens if DQ finalizes it. I don't know that right now, but regardless, yeah, it doesn't change anything for us at all. You know, and we've talked about both guys playing all week long, and we've looked at film of both guys all week long. So that's what they're dealing with. Yeah, we have to get out there and get our game right and make sure everybody's got their head in the right direction, and we're going and playing a great football game. This is a winning football club, and Danny's turned it around in no time. Had a great season last year, and so they've got a winning mentality, and they're going to be hard as heck at home. So that's all we need to go play our game. That's the challenge.
When you did turn on the film, watching Marcus in this offense, how do you think they utilized his talents?
They looked very similar. They did the same place, same style. He's a runner. You know, he's run all through his career. Jaden is a fantastic all-around athlete. Well, so is Mariota. You know, so we would think Marcus would do all of the same stuff as we've seen on film, from throwing the ball down the field to keeping it and all the rest, and scrambling, all of that.
What challenges does someone like a Deebo Samuels present?
Yeah, Deebo, you know, we've played against Deebo for a lot of years and have great respect for his game. He's really physical. He's more physical than most players at that position, and they'll get the ball in his hands. They'll give him chances to do things. We know that that's going to happen, so we just have to be alert and make sure that we don't leave him unattended to. But I have great respect for him because he's so physical, and he plays that way with great tempo and speed, and also a lot of respect.
Jackson got back to practice yesterday. Is that a full go on Sunday?
It looks, yeah, he made it through today, and yesterday was fine, so he is a full go for the game.
Pete, just like when you look at this roster, you have like guys like Devin White, Jamal Adams, even like your quarterback Geno Smith. Guys have I would say have something to prove or been doubted on throughout at some point in their career. Just like from the mental standpoint, how do those guys kind of help in the locker room?
I think it feels like a common thread kind of runs throughout a club. That we have guys that come in here with a chip on their shoulder for whatever their reasons in their background. I feel the same way myself, and I feel like we were relating really well because that's what we feel like. And so I love the mentality. They've got something to prove, and they're willing to work for it. And that's the first thing we're looking for. These guys are going to come in here and work and get buy into what we're doing and fight with us along the way. And we're very fortunate to have guys like E-Rob and guys like Jamal and Pratt and Chin. All of these guys across the board have it. And Devin is a really good example of that in Devin White. And so, I've always sought those kinds of players, guys that have something to prove. And so I feel very, very lucky to have these guys on the club. And as we're building it and putting it together, I think it's going to show through as a real strength for the club.
You've said that you've shared that sentiment, the chip on your shoulder. Is that something new for you, or is that something that you kind of felt throughout? I was in Los Angeles when you were hired at USC, and you weren't necessarily the first choice.
I've been fired a bunch, I've been through it, and I didn't take any of them on. And so that's just part of it, There's things about my personal past that I felt like I had something to prove since I was a little kid. So, we have common ground there with our players, and so I think it is a driver, it is a motivator, it inspires people to do things, and so I like being around those kinds of guys.
You've had a very successful formula traveling east over the years. Obviously, 2 weeks ago you were able to do it very well. Is there anything about bouncing back doing it twice in 3 weeks? Does that change anything?
No, it's just a good part of the challenge. No, I love it. No, it's great.
Pete, what can you say about the development of the team so far? Obviously, it's very early in the season, but how are the guys coming along in a general sense?
In general, we're doing really well. Everybody's on board. They're talking the talk. We're supporting one another, both sides of the ball across throughout the locker room. It feels really good. We have to play better. We have to play efficiently and not give the football to other teams and make it easy on them. Make it easy when you're in the red zone and the ball's on the 6-yard line, and then we got to bring it on back. It's first or second and 20 or whatever the heck it was. We have to play really well, and so part of it is what drives us, and that part of this team is strong. Now we got to make it come to life in the way that we perform on game day.
That's good.
What added factor, if any, does a quarterback playing against his former team due to a game like Marcus is facing his former team in the Raiders?
But you got to ask him. I don't know what he feels about it. I don't know. But in general, we all remember where we come from, and it inspires us. usually. And I know that Marcus is a great competitor, and he's always been. And I'm sure he, there's a little something in there. We try not to let it be a distraction, but there's something there. So we think that's quite possibly what he would say.
Pete, you guys in the last 2 games have allowed a combined 6 points in the second half. When you go back and watch the film, what jumps out to you on tape defensively in the final 2 quarters of games?
A couple things. One is the belief that the guys have that's really strong, that the game ain't over and doesn't matter what the score is, and that we know we are trying to be a great finishing team. That's what we're set out from the beginning, knowing all these games come down to the end so much of the time. I think it's also a sign of really keen adjustments, and I think Patrick has done a marvelous job in both games to get us turned in the right direction, to take advantage of what just happened, and then also use the game plan in a way that allows us to make it hard on the opponent in the second half. I'm really proud of that stat coming out of the chutes here, to be able to play that good at the end of the games. And one of the field goals was kind of a desperation thing at the end. So I know that's a sign of the connected feeling that the fellas have, but also the connection from the staff and the communication that's happened. So that's a strength.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You didn't want to